Hey Josh, it is Sam. We talked previously about giving you some notes about how to incorporate Mission Monday into TeamConcepts, and I thought instead of giving you written notes, let's do a video for a couple of different reasons. Number one, I'm incredibly handsome, and I think I come off well in video. Number two, we're talking about incorporating the use of video as a sustainability piece in your Concept Success Camp. So I've been thinking quite a bit about how you can incorporate this in your presentation. I know we were looking at like 5-6 minutes of probably your 30-minute section I think you said you had with students, and how we can relate that to students and still also hook the teachers. And I'm thinking of two different things that students will recognize these phrases or know these concepts in some capacity that I think you could hook them in. Number one, I think students know the idea of a random act of kindness. A lot of schools have random act of kindness programs, and I think you've heard me say before, I am not a fan of random acts of kindness. And I always back that up and say, I am a fan of random acts of kindness. I just don't think random acts of kindness are going to do what people think they are going to do. So I would emphasize, maybe ask students, you guys know what random acts of kindness are. Tell me about what some of those things are. Okay, here's the deal. That's cool when that kind of stuff happens randomly. Somebody will give you a note or will be cool. They have this random thing occurs. But awesome stuff does not happen because of random acts. And the kind of change that you want, where the whole system, the whole culture, the whole environment changes, it's not going to happen, and it's not going to keep on going on just random. And the two analogies I always have for that is, on the positive side, I always tell people nobody gets to the Super Bowl off of random acts of football practice. It needs to be a little more than random. So great outcomes are rarely the result of random acts. Number two, you do not want to go to the dentist and have him check out your teeth after random acts of dental hygiene. There's a reason why moms and dads were on you kids' case so often to brush your teeth in the morning and at night, because if you just randomly take care of your teeth, things aren't going to do well. So even, I know I just said great outcomes are rarely the result of random acts. Next thing, sometimes bare minimum outcomes, like not having your teeth fall out of your face, that's not going to be the result of random acts. So students, we don't want to rely on just random. We want more than random. We want purposeful, we want intentional, we want regular, we want planned. The other thing that I think students will know, and this is maybe a way where we can hook teachers in too, is hit the students with, have you ever heard your teachers say the phrase, catch them being good? Or maybe you've heard your parents say that. And that's a real common phrase for teachers and educators to use. Hey, we're just going to make sure we catch those kids being good. But I'm not a big fan of catch them being good, because I think it's too passive, just hanging around waiting for some good to happen. Instead of hanging around waiting for good to happen, what if we had a plan to be good? So students, what if every week you had a plan, not something that was random, something that you could do every week, and if I do this one thing every week, my life is going to be better. My friends' lives are going to be better. My school community is going to be better. My parents will be more appreciative. My teachers will get more out of my presence at school. And not only that, not only do you have a plan to do this every week, your parents are going to know. Your teachers are going to know. And so they're going to be watching for it. So it's not just catch them being good. It's I've got a plan to be good. They know about that plan, and they know they're going to watch for it. So we'll all get more benefit out of it. Those would be like the hooks that I would look at. And then from there say, here's where this plan is. On a weekly basis, you can go to missionmonday.com, and it's going to hook you up with a plan. And here's the deal, students, it's not just you. It's going to hook your parents up with a plan. It's going to hook volunteers up with a plan. It's going to hook everybody that works your school up with a plan that's going to make things better where they're at. And you're all contributing, and you're all supporting each other in that contribution. That's what I'm kind of thinking for how this shakes down. Why don't you have a watch of this? Let me know what you think. And I know you'll be able to put your own voice on it. And when you put your own voice on it, that'll be super. And we can add that flavor to it. It will be good. And again, instead of going back and looking at paper, you can go back and watch this as many times as you want and snag out of there what you want to snag out of there. Anyway, don't be afraid to call or email, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you so much. Take care, Josh.